as the third most common cancer and the second most lethal. Colorectal or colon cancer induced an estimate 1.9 million incident cases and 0.9 million deaths worldwide in 2020. According to research, African Americans continue to have the highest number of colon cancer. With nearly 20,000 cases in 2019, patients of color are 15 to 20 more percent likely to die from the disease than patients of other races. With the film release of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever just around the corner, the pain of the loss of actor Chadwick Boseman, who starred as T'Challa, or Black Panther himself, still remains fresh in your minds. Chadwick died of colon cancer on August 2020 at the age of 43. A superstar and a superhero leaving this world at 43 is far too young. He was not only an actor, but also an activist fighting for the proper representation of the black community in Hollywood's controversial world. In passing, Chadwick became a real-life superhero and Hollywood legend. It is impossible to deny the legacy he has left behind through his art. What was even more powerful were the lessons that could be drawn from his life and death. Here's Chadwick's story on how he untapped his potential. Welcome to Untapping Your Potential, where we will share with you motivational stories, motivational figures, comeback stories, and public speaking tips that will keep you growing and inspire you to take action. Chadwick Aaron Boseman's career as an actor began in a small town in the States. He was born into a poor family in Anderson, South Carolina. His mother was a nurse, while his father managed an upholstery business as well as working in a textile factory. His childhood ambition was to be a writer and director. So from a young age, he began working very hard to make his dream into a reality. He wrote his first play in high school. Nobody has to give me permission to write. His passion for the performing arts followed him to college in Washington, D.C. When you're deciding on next steps, next job, next careers, further education, you should rather find purpose than a job or a career, he said at the time. Purpose crosses disciplines. Purpose is an essential element of you. It is the reason you are on the planet at this particular time in history. Howard University awarded him a Bachelor of Fine Arts in directing. Initially, he began studying acting in order to learn how to connect with and relate to actors. However, becoming an actor was not an easy task. Never judge the characters you play. That's what we're always taught. That's the first rule of acting. Before Chadwick became a superstar, he was just another struggling actor, trying to carve out a career in the entertainment industry. He began his career directing plays in New York before relocating to Los Angeles to focus solely on his acting career. I remember my first agent telling me, because they found me as an actor, but I was probably more interested in writing and maybe directing. They were like, well, you can't do both things. And I was like, I'm going to show you. He appeared in minor roles on television shows such as All My Children and Law and Order. I tried to look at every role the same way, regardless of whether the character is real or the character is a fantasy. I always start for myself, because you have to know yourself. Along the way, Chadwick experienced numerous rejections, failures, and even discrimination for his color. Until at the age of 36, when he landed his first leading studio role as Jackie Robinson in the film 42. Chadwick had been contemplating retirement from acting before landing the role, but thankfully his dreams did become reality. The projects that I ended up doing that I wanted to be involved with in any way have always been projects that will be impactful, for the most part, to my people, to black people. The struggles along the way are only meant to shape you for purpose. Sometimes you need to get knocked down to understand what your fight is. He followed up his portrayal of Robinson with a stunning portrayal of singer James Brown in the movie Get On Up 2014 and Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall in Marshall 2017. After that, Boseman's career took off and he never looked back. He rose to prominence in 2016 after joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe, starring as the King of Wakanda in Captain America: Civil War. One of Marvel's biggest success stories of 2018 was Black Panther, and Chadwick did an astounding job portraying his fantastic character. The release of Black Panther was a watershed moment in mainstream filmmaking for the black representation. The film grossed $1.35 billion, the 13th highest total ever, with an almost entirely black all-star cast and crew. It was the first time a major studio had committed significant resources to such a project. Sometimes, you need to get knocked down to understand what your fight is. But just as Chadwick was reaching the height of his career, something unexpected happened. Even while filming Black Panther and other projects, like Spike Lee's The Five Bloods, Chadwick was battling stage 4 colon cancer. Despite this, he never complained or sought sympathy. He never even disclosed the condition to the general public. A wise decision. At the end of the day, acting is acting. You can look at it with the glass half full or a glass half empty. And so, I just choose to look at it with the glass full. This attitude undoubtedly helped Chadwick endure his 4-year-long secret battle with colon cancer. He realized at some point that the cancer would win, and that it would take his life very soon. But Chadwick still persisted. He just kept fighting for his life, while at the same time visiting cancer patients and offering them hope. As a result, he became a real-life superhero to many as he faced death and chemotherapy. When Chadwick posted a video commemorating what is typically Jackie Robinson Day in April 2020, fans were alarmed by his dramatic weight loss. Chadwick was also noticeably absent from the press day for his Netflix film The Five Bloods 2 months later in April. And then on August 28, 2020, he passed away at the age of 43 in his home with his family by his side. Tragically, his life and acting career were cut short. But nothing, not even cancer, can take down a legend. I don't know what your future is, but if you're willing to take the harder way, the more complicated one, the one with more failures at first than successes, the one that has ultimately proven to have more meaning, more victory, more glory, then you will not regret it.
Now, this is your time. The light of new realization shines on you today.
When someone leaves this world, you're reminded of what is truly important for a brief moment. You're reminded that life is far too short to not wake up grateful every morning. Chadwick Boseman's life teaches us to walk with purpose, be resilient, and persevere in the face of adversity. Think about all the potential that would remain untapped. To be resilient, you must be able to get back up after being knocked down. You never know when it will be your last time closing your eyes. Stay true to yourself. Be honest with people around you. Knowing who you are and your life achievements will give you strength. Live while your body is still breathing. Concentrate on good things that happen in between, no matter how minor. Because tomorrow is not guaranteed. Live your life as if there is no tomorrow. You have to cherish things in a different way when you know the clock is ticking. You are under pressure. Chadwick Boseman.
Wakanda forever!
Thanks for watching this video. How would you like to hear more motivational stories on a consistent basis? Do me a favor and support the channel by sharing, commenting below, and please make sure to like and hit that subscribe button to get the latest updates. Soon you will be on your way to feeling